Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadyasya Yato Anvayaditaratascha Artheshu Abhigyaswarat Tene Brahma Hrudaya Adi Kavaye Muhyanti Yatsurayah Tejo Vari Mridam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisha Dhamna Swena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Nigamakalpataror Ghalitam Phalam Shukamukad Amrita Drava Sanyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha. We now enter the 31st chapter of the 10th Skandha of Bhagavatam. This chapter is called Gopi Gitam. It is increasing in sweetness, and this chapter represents the sweetest poetry of all of Bhagavatam. So we saw in the last chapter how Krishna has disappeared from the midst of gopis. Then the gopis search for his footprints. They enter a dark part of the forest. They cannot find him. Then they go back to the moonlit bank of Yamuna, waiting for him and crying out for him. And so, there in the moonlit, sandy river bank of Yamuna, they all are gathered together. They are all missing Krishna so dearly. And in this missing, in this agony, there is such ecstasy. So, Krishna has disappeared only to increase their ecstasy. And in this ecstasy, they sing a song which is called the Gopi Gitam. Gopi Gitam means the song of the gopis. And this particular episode, this whole chapter, cannot even be described in prose because it's such beautiful poetry. Every line is so poetic. The Sanskrit poetry is of the highest order in this whole chapter. It is arranged in such a way that the first and the seventh syllable are the same. And then the second syllable always rhymes with the second syllable of every line. It is so beautifully organized, and the meaning is so exquisitely poetic and sublime. So we'll get into this, and this has to be only sung, even though the voice is not so great to sing here, but we will attempt because this cannot be spoken, this has to be sung. So these are most famous verses that are sung by great singers. But here we go through these verses in our own way, looking at the meaning. So the first verse, Gopis start singing, Jayati te dikam janmana vraja Shrayata indira sashvadatrahi Daita drishyatam dikshutavakas Tvai dhritasava stvam vichinvate. The gopis say, this beautiful land of Vrindavan shines so brightly by your descent, O Krishna. Lakshmi herself dwells here because she wants to catch your glimpse, O beloved Lord. Now we are your sweethearts. We have centered our whole life on you. We are searching for you everywhere. Please reveal to us where you are. Then they say, Sharadudashaye Sadhu Jatasat Sarasi Jodara Sri Mushadrisha Suratanatate Shulkadasika Varada Nignato Neha Kimvada. They say, are you not killing us, my beloved? You have this most beautiful eyes with which you steal the hearts of all women, all your devotees, and it is more beautiful than the full-blown lotus in an autumn pond. And with those eyes you have looked at us, and you have bestowed the highest bliss, and now you have vanished from our sight. Aren't you killing us in this way? They continue, they say, Vishajalapyayat Vyala Rakshasat Varshamarutat Vaidyutanalat Vrishamayatmajat Vishvato Bhayat Rishabhate Vayam Rakshitamuhu. They say, you have rescued us every time, O Lord. You have rescued us from death from poisonous water. When the serpent Kaliya was in Yamuna, you have rescued us from a demon snake Aghasura. You have rescued us from shower and storm when Indra sent it by lifting up Govardhana. You have rescued us from killing demons who came in different forms of animals. Now will you not rescue us from this agony? Then they say, Nakhalu Gopika Nandano Bhavan Akila Dehina Antaratmadrik Vikanasarthito Vishwaguptaye Sakavudeiva Satvatam Kule. They say you are not just the son of Yashoda, a cowherd woman, Gopika Nandana, that you are, but you are more than that. You are the witness of everyone. Akila Dehinam Antaratmadrik. You are the witness in the hearts of all beings. According to Brahma's prayer, you have descended rather according to Brahma's prayer in order to protect this universe. Then they say, Virichita Bhayam Vrishnidhuryate Charanamiyusha Samsritir Bhayat Karasaroruham Kantakamadam Shirasi Dehinah Sri Karagraham. They say, please place on our head your lotus-like hand. This hand of yours gives protection, abhayam. It gives protection to everyone who has sought you. It protects people from the whole samsara, the whole cycle of birth and death. It gives all desires. It is held even dearly by Mother Lakshmi. Now, will you not place that hand on our head when we are suffering like this? Then they say, Vrajajanartihan Virayoshitam Nijajanasmaya Dvamsa Nismita Bhajasake Bhava Kinkari Smano Jalaruhananam Charudarshaya. O Lord, you alleviate the suffering of all the people of Vraja. Your very smile crushes the pride that people have. Now will you not accept our service? We are here to serve you. Will you not reveal to us? We are poor women. We are innocent women who are completely in love with you. All we have is love for you, for your charming lotus-like face. Will you not reveal yourself? Pranata Dehina Papa Karshanam Trinacharanugam Sriniketanam Panipanarpitam Te Padambujam Krinukucheshuna Krindihrichayam. Will you not place your lotus feet on our bosom? Because your lotus feet is what dissipates the sins of all embodied beings. Everyone seeks your lotus feet, and you have taken that lotus feet and walked on the grass of Vrindavan. You walk barefoot, going behind cows, and you have placed your lotus feet in the forests. You have placed your lotus feet on the terrible snake Kaliya even, the snake which tried to poison Yamuna. You put your feet on that snake. Will you not now place that feet on our very heart and soothe the pangs of love in our heart? Madhuraya gira Valguvakyaya Budhamanogyaya Pushkarekshana Vidikaririma Viramuhyatir Adarasidhuna Apyayayasvanah. O Lord, will you revive with the nectar of your lips we women who are here to only serve you and who are completely charmed by you. You have such lotus-like eyes and your speech is so melodious. Your expressions are so pleasing. Even the great wise men, the most learned scholars, are enchanted by the way you speak. Such is the beautiful melody of your speech and expressions, and your smile is bewitching. Will you not, with those lips that smile and with those lips that utter those words, will you not give us also the nectar of your lips? Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavibhiriditam kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadatam Bhuvi Grinanti Te Bhurida Jana. Anyone who recites your nectar-like stories is blessed indeed. Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam. Just to listen to your stories, which are like nectar, kathamritam, purifies one's life, tapta jivanam, and it is celebrated by all the wise. Everyone simply recites your stories and thereby eradicates all their sins. They are most auspicious to hear and they are most soothing to the ears too. Now, will you not reveal yourself with your lotus face in front of us here? We are yearning for you. Prahasitam priya prema vikshanam viharanam chate dhyana mangalam रहसि संविदो यो हृदि स्पृश कुहकनो mana kshobayantihi. Our mind, O Lord, it's growing uneasy to think that your lotus feet is getting pricked with blades of grass and sprouts when you walk in the forests of Rija. So they are imagining the Lord walking in the forest somewhere because they are not able to see him. And so they say, you must be walking and you are barefoot and there are thorns and you have gone into dense forest and some of these thorns may prick your lotus-like feet. And just to imagine that our mind is getting so uneasy, so discomforted. Chalasi yadvrja charayan pashun nalina sundaram natate padam shilatu trunankurai सीदती tina kalilatamana kanta gachati. Your laughter, your loving glances, your pastimes, your jokes, everything you say, everything you share with us, everything you have said in jest, you have bestowed with your beautiful glances, all of that has gone straight to our hearts and our mind is so agitated now. Dinaparikshaye Neelakuntalair Vanaruhananam Bibhradavrutam Ganarajaswalam Darshayan Muhur Manasi Naksmaram Virayachasi. O gallant Lord, you kindle love in our heart again and again when you reveal yourself at the end of each day. So they remember every day when Krishna comes back after taking the cows and bringing them back. They say, when you come back at the end of the day, your face is so beautiful and your curly locks are adorning your face, and there is the dust that has risen out of the hooves of cows that is on the hair because of you being in the forest, and your face is still like lotus even with all the dust covered, and there are bees that are coming for the garlands on your neck. We remember that face of you, O gallant Lord, and this kindling love in our heart. Pranata kamadam padmajarchitam dharani mandanam dhyayamapadi charana pankajam shantamam chate ramananastaneshu arpayadihan. O delighter of all souls, will you not place your blissful lotus-like feet on our very bosom, on our very chest, because your lotus feet grants the desires to anyone who bows low to them. Even Brahma himself, who's called Padmaja, because he is born of lotus, even Brahma himself worships your lotus feet. These lotus feet are the ornament of earth because they are gracing earth. When you walk on them, will you not place them, because everywhere you place the lotus feet, they may be harsh. So will you not place it right on our heart? Suratavardhanam Shokanashanam Svaritavenuna Sushtuchumbitam Itararagavis Smaranam Nranam Vitaravira Naste Adaratamritam. O Lord, your nectar-like lips, it vouchsafes to us the highest enjoyment and removes all grief. You are playing the bamboo flute with those lips. So they say the bamboo flute, the Venu, is getting the fortune of being touched by your lips. Will you not Give the nectar of those lips for us too, who are yearning for you. We are innocent women who are completely in love with you, and all we yearn for is to be next to you. Atati yad bhavan ahni kananam tratiyugayate twam pasyatam kutila kuntalam srimukham chate jada udikshatam pakshmakrudrasham. When you are gone away from us, when you proceed to the woods, even during the day, every day when you walk out with your friends and leave us and go into the woods taking the cows, each moment seems like a yuga, like an age to us because we fail to see you. And then what is worse is when you come back, we want to see you, but these stupid eyes keep blinking. They say so beautifully, poetically, and this was revealed by Shuka Brahmarishi in the beginning itself, that the only complaint of people in Vrindavan is that the eyes are blinking, because every time they blink, for that split second, they are not able to see Krishna. So they say, how foolish is the one who made these eyes that has made them blink, so that we are missing you even for that fraction of a second. Patisutanvaya Bhratrubandhavan Ativilangyate Achyuta Gata Gativedastavo Gita Mohita Kitavayoshita Kastyajenishi. We have abandoned our husband, our children, our brothers, our relatives. As we saw already, some gopis are married. They left their husbands and came. Some had sons. They left their very sons and came because everything else, as Shuka Brahma Rishi already explained, even one's own children is dear because they are connected to one's self. The body is dear because it's connected to one's self. The relations are dear because it's connected to oneself, but the very self is Krishna. So Krishna is dearer than anyone and anything else. Therefore, all the gopis say, we neglected our own husbands, children, brothers, relatives, and O immortal Lord, O Achyuta, we came simply drawn by the note of your flute. And we have sought your presence. Now, is it fair that you play tricks on us? You are a trickster. We are women here, alone in the dead of night. We have walked away from our family and we are all alone. There is no men here. We are just here relying on you. We have completely depended on you when we came here. We let go of all inhibitions, all attachments, everything to just come running to you, solely depending on you, completely surrendering unto you. And now, is it fair that you play tricks on us and vanish from our sight in the dead of the night? Rahasi samvidam hrichayodayam prahasitananam prema vikshanam brihadurashriyo vikshadhamate muhurati spruha muhyate mana. Your beautiful amorous glances that you make, your smiling face, everything kindles love in our heart. Your beautiful appearance, your lotus eyes, the chest that carries Lakshmi in your heart, all of this is only making us more and more miss you and more completely bewitched by you, completely absorbed in you, and our intensity of longing is increasing every moment. Vrijavanaukasam vyaktirangate vrijinahantryalam vishwamangalam Tyajamanachana Twaspruhatmanam Swajana Hridrujam Yannishudanam. Your very manifestation on earth, O darling, has put an end to all the sorrows of all inhabitants of Vrija. O beloved, O Lord, they are addressing him in such beautiful ways. They call him sometimes trickster because he's playing tricks on them. Sometimes they are calling him beloved. Sometimes they are calling him with reverence as Lord. Sometimes they are so intimate and call him, oh darling. In so many beautiful ways, these gopis address and they say, you are very decent on earth. has put an end to the sorrow of all inhabitants of Vrija, of all the denizens of Vrindavan. It is auspicious for the whole universe, Vishwa Mangalam. Now, will you not administer that medicine to us also? So, here beautifully they say that your very appearance is like a medicine. There is the disease that is there because of attachment, and your very presence is the medicine for that disease. And therefore, will you not administer it? Because whatever the disease may be, your medicine is so powerful, your very association, your very presence, your very darshan, sight is so powerful a medicine that it can cure the disease of samsara instantly. And then, as the last verse, in a different meter, it says beautifully, they say, Yatte sujata charanam buruham staneshu bhita shanai priyadhadi mahi karkasheshu तेनाटवी मटसि तद्व्यततेन किं स्वित् कूर्पादिभिभ्रमति धीर भवधायुषाम्ना. They say you traverse this whole forest with your lotus-like feet, and you are coming in contact with gravel, you are coming in contact with stones, you are coming in contact with pebbles. So please place those lotus feet that may be affected by all that gravel and stones and pebbles on our soft bosom so that they can get some rest. Our mind, completely centered in you, is reeling and missing you so intensely we are not able to hold our breath and our life is slipping away. So with this, Gopi Gitam ends, the set of most poetic verses which one cannot do justice to, because the beauty of these verses are so exquisite, the meaning, the meter, the song that has been sung for thousands of years now, and we are so fortunate to even recite these verses and listen to them. So in this way, Gopi Gitam calls out to the beloved in the heart of all. This is the call of everyone, the yearning of one to call their own beloved in their own heart is what the gopis are doing here. The gopis symbolize the true intense yearning of the jiva to the indwelling supreme being. And they express it in such exquisite poetry that it moves the heart of anyone who listens to it. And in this way, they have expressed Gopi Gitam. Now we shall see what next happens in this beautiful sequence of Rasa Leela in the next episode. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.